powerful with it for somehow.
Stolen body parts are tight.
Oh,
No.
my God.
I imagine. I don't have any in my filing cabinet.
Oh,
A
okay,
filing
sure,
cabinet?
yeah.
Hey guys, my name's Dan, and today's reaction is the Gods of Egypt pitch meeting. Now, I'm very, very interested in all sorts of mythologies, from Greek mythology to Norse mythology. Unfortunately, my knowledge on Egyptian mythology is very, very limited, so I'm only going to be talking about what actually happened within the movie, from the story, the acting, the effects, all of that. We'll get into it. But before we do, though, please do check out all those links I have for you down in the description below. More specifically, the pitch meeting link and Ryan's link as well. They're both great ways to support him. And a great and easy way to support me is to go right below this video, click all those buttons down there, because honestly, let you see future reactions that I do, but also helps my channel to grow. Without any further ado, let's go.
So, you got a movie for me?
Yes, sir, I do. I was thinking we make a movie called Gods of Egypt.
Oh, heck yeah, I can totally picture that.
A bunch of big Egyptian gods.
Yeah.
With their thick Scottish accents. Well,
So what happens in this thing?
Scottish
the king
accents.
of Egypt, Osiris, is going to step down and put Horus in charge.
So just several ladies of the night running the country?
No, Horus. That's the name of his son.
Oh, okay,
Ah,
gotcha.
yeah.
But Osiris'
I can see
brother
that.
Set shows up and kills Osiris and then challenges Horus to a fight.
Uh-oh, are there any other gods around to help out?
Oh, well, there are going to be a bunch of gods at the coronation, but they're not going to help.
What? Why not?
Well, one of them tells Horus, there are many of us that will stand with you, but now is not the time.
Why wouldn't this be the time?
Because this is the start of the movie. It just started.
Oh, that
Yeah,
makes
it just
sense.
started,
Set
so
and
we have to
Horus
let it
turn
build.
into big scary beasts, which is a thing they can do, but then Set steals his eyes, and so he loses his powers.
Dang it, so now Set is gonna run everything?
He is, so he tells the people of Egypt, either bow to me or become slaves.
So what happens to the people that bow to him?
He makes them into slaves.
Oh, sneaky.
And
Yeah,
he also
very
changes
sneaky.
the rules to the afterlife. Now you have to buy your way in with riches.
Sounds like that's gonna be tough for people to do if everybody's enslaved.
Actually, yep.
Kinda thought you were
Yeah,
gonna say
yeah.
something else there.
So then we're gonna
Yeah.
jump forward a year, and Set is going around killing gods one at a time.
Sounds like they probably should have stood up to him when
Probably,
they were all
yeah,
together
yeah.
at the coronation.
Well, no, because that was not the time, remember?
Right, that's right.
And so this mortal guy, Beck, and his girlfriend, Zaya, they come up with a plan to steal one of Horus's eyes from Set, which is being kept in a pyramid.
Why do they want the eye?
Well, because Zaya says that Horus is the only one who can beat Set.
But Horus was very publicly defeated and had his eyes ripped out.
Correct. So they managed to steal the eye, but then Zaya gets an arrow through the heart and dies.
Oh no, so his girlfriend's deceased?
Yeah, but turns out it takes like a couple of days to walk to the afterlife, so there's a bit of leeway here.
Oh, a very convenient death
Yeah,
process.
very convenient.
So Beck goes to see Horus, and he's like, hey, if you bring my girlfriend back to life, I'll lead you to your second eyeball so you can go kill Set.
And he
Lead you to
absolutely
your
needs
second eyeball.
both eyes.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Without both eyes, he can't turn into his powerful golden bird form.
Gotcha, so what does he do?
He turns into his powerful golden bird form and flies to space to see his granddad.
Sick, and why does he need to see him?
Well, he needs some divine water, and he needs to go see the god of wisdom, and he needs to answer a sphinx's riddle, and he needs to kill the desert with divine water.
Sure, that sounds like a string of
Yeah,
events.
it's a lot.
It is, and along the way, they're going to have to battle a PlayStation 2 Minotaur, and Horus'
PlayStation
girlfriend's going to seduce
2
a snake into
Minotaur.
killing itself.
What?
Yes, see, she can mind control those whose hearts don't belong to another.
So this particular giant snake was not in love.
Guess not, stupid
No.
snake.
Okay, so they killed the snake, Bachelor.
I still can't get over that PS2 joke. My God.
Now what do they do?
Well, they eventually get past the Sphinx's riddle, and so now they need to use the divine water to kill the desert.
Why do they have to kill the desert?
Well, because it says they have to do that. It's written right here in
Yeah, it's
strictly
written in the
blue and
script.
white. Oh,
Yeah,
the printer's
that's
running
why.
out.
Well, they should probably do it then.
But then freaking Set shows up and rips out the god of wisdom's brain.
Oh, very rude.
Yeah, and then he
Very.
crushes their little vial of divine water.
Ah, so that whole thing we've been doing for the last chunk of the movie was pointless.
Yep, and then he leaves them to die.
He doesn't stick around to make sure they actually do die.
Nope.
Because the way I wrote him, I thought it might be cool if he was part god, part 1960s Bond villain.
That works.
So then they don't actually die.
Plot twist.
Yeah, and so then Set absorbs all the body parts he stole from other gods, and now he's a lot more powerful with it for somehow.
Stolen body parts are tight.
Oh,
No.
my God.
Oh.
I imagine. I
Oh.
don't have any in my filing cabinet.
Oh,
A
okay,
filing
sure, okay,
cabinet?
yeah, sure, okay. So now Beck and Horus have to stop him, or the whole flat Earth will
Should I
be
be
destroyed.
worried?
Oh, the Earth is flat?
You gotta inject a little bit of realism into this fantasy piece.
What?
So they're all
Realism?
fighting on top of this tall structure, and Beck gets his hand on the second eyeball.
Oh boy.
Yeah, but then he throws it at Horus as he's falling, so now Horus has to choose between his second eyeball and saving his new friend Beck.
Uh-oh, so what's he gonna do?
He's gonna save Beck.
Well, it's gonna be impossible to defeat Set if he can't turn into his bird
Actually?
form. Actually, it's gonna be super easy.
Barely an inconvenience.
Oh, really? Yeah, because he turns out his true destiny is to help people, and he never needed the eye. The power was inside him all along.
Wow.
Oh, you
I don't know what that was.
So anyway,
He
then they
hates
defeat
that.
the bad guy, but Beck dies because he had a hidden injury right here on his side.
Oh, yeah, those are always eventually deadly.
But Horus makes a deal with his granddad to bring all the people he liked back to life, so it's all good now.
Sick.
And so now he's the king of Egypt, and the flat earth is safe again. So what do you think? Sounds like an idea that'll absolutely become a franchise for sure. I'm gonna throw $140 million at it.
Whoa.
Nice. And you think critics will like it? Hey, even if
No.
they don't like it, that's
No.
just their opinion, you know? Nobody on our team's gonna get mad about that.
No, like, I looked up reviews before even watching this movie. Rotten Tomatoes, seriously freaking low, seriously low. The majority of people online don't seem to like it. Though, if you, like, search the movie on Google, and you'll see some of the Google reviews, so some of the people kind of like it on there, too. It's very interesting. It's like two completely different worlds, seeing this movie in two completely different ways. Obviously, you have the professional movie reviewers, and then you have the people who, like me, who are more casual, who are not looking for, like, an Oscar movie for everything that they're seeing. So, with all that said, I know this movie has its flaws. I know there's a lot going on within this movie, but I will actually say that there were things that I enjoyed in this movie. I actually did like the effects. A lot of people seem to hate it, but I was watching it and it seemed fine to me, though that PS2 joke really cracked me up because, you know, PS2 was my system back in the day, and Harry Anderson reference, that is freaking great. Then, you know, we have, you know, very easy and simple story to find, maybe a little too simple, you know, good versus evil, but, you know, it's not really too complicated. Of course, you know, throwing in some other stuff in there, but it didn't feel complicated to me. I enjoy the fact that it had a voiceover narrating the story. I think it was from the main character's perspective. That I always love, like, new stuff like that, because you don't really see that too often, so that was pretty nice. It was also nice hearing and seeing Chadwick again. Really been missing him since he's passed, and seeing him in this role, he absolutely knocked it out of the park, so that was pretty awesome. And then, of course, you had a good ending with a good message. You know, and the movie, it wasn't, like I said, it wasn't perfect by any means, but it had its enjoyable moments. I may have been one of the few who could find those enjoyable moments, but I feel like there are worse ways that you could spend your time. But that will do it for me here. Comment down below. Let me know, what did you think about Gods of Egypt? Please leave a like if you enjoyed. Please check all those links I have for you down in the description below. And lastly, and most importantly, I want to give a huge shout out to all of our $5 now supporters on Patreon: Luchador, Cruising, Wolverine 310, GBN, Kester Cronage, Amber K, Raymond Bright, Joshi, Chris Curtis, Haley Machinardi, Am Perry, Larka, Fawcett Coffany, Leo Harris, Dancing Viru, Morgan Page, Alfred Frioli, Kaylee McKinney, Meme Pro, Izzy, Luca Luna, Misa, Misa2, Lily the Snoopy fan, Nunse Singh, and brand new patron supporter Lauren. Thank you all so very much. And if you too would like to get a shout out at the end of each and every one of my videos, please head over to patreon.com/DDNReactor for more. And I'll see you guys next time.